Hello and welcome back. This is the fourth of 6 guided meditation recordings, and I hope that you've been benefiting from your practice in recent days and are ready to take another step forward. I begin today with another poem from Rumi, 12th century Sufi mystic. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you, so don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. Sounds like pretty fine guidance, doesn't it? So, my friends, please take your comfortable upright posture. It's kind of like your training room. For most of my life, I've been a downhill skier, and without quads, downhill skiing just isn't any fun. So in the fall, particularly, I would go to the gym and work on my quads and strengthen them. And the same is true with heart mindfulness. You have your daily workout, you go to the gym of your meditation cushion or chair, and you develop the strengths, you develop the mindfulness and concentration and other factors. And then you can be mindful in daily life. So please take your seat of practice. Today we're going to work with two of the most common obstacles to meditation and to peace in daily life, desire and aversion. They're called the first two of the 5 hindrances. So please sit comfortably. Feel the pressure on your buttocks of the chair. Let your eyes be either open or closed. If they're open, just let them be a little downcast. And notice how you know that you are alive. It is a miracle. It is the great miracle. How do you know you're alive? Your feet are alive. I just discovered these feet are a little cold. Your hands are alive. And we're not looking to do some intellectual analysis. We're actually tuning in on the sense doors themselves. I just discovered there's a little aching in the neck where it meets the shoulders. I can perhaps correct that by pulling my shoulders back and down, breathing into my upper chest, settling in. And let's do that familiar thing, which is of taking the sensations of breathing as our home base, as what could be called technically our primary training object. We take that as our home base, which means we come back to it frequently. And please notice now, it's breathing, isn't it? If we let go of the word breathing, we notice sensations. And there are sensations that arise when breathing in and the chest and abdomen are expanding. And there are sensations when the opposite is happening. And so, as we've done before, we can use the teachings of the great Burmese master, the Mahasi Sayadaw. Rising, rising. Falling, falling. Rising, rising. Falling, falling. And this can become again and again our home base, our point of observation, our point of concentration and focus. And notice, as you've been doing in your practice at home, it is very likely that your mind wanders, and it wanders into the past and future. It creates all kinds of stories. In fact, the mind is a story-generating phenomenon. This isn't a bad thing. It's part of what has made us the dominant species on the planet, because we can imagine things and we can communicate with each other and create shared realities. But for now, the task is to develop the strength, to develop the mental capacity of heart mindfulness. So please notice the in-breath. Notice the out-breath. Sometimes you'll discover you can't find your breath at all. This is a time when many people quit meditation because they feel like they're being such a failure. It's like it seems pointless. And this is where the Buddha's teachings on the Five Hindrances are of exquisite importance. There are 5 standard issue hindrances that arise for all practitioners, everyone with a human mind. And they're wanting things to be different than they are, to be desired, wanting more pleasure, wanting to push away what's unpleasant, lack of energy, restlessness, and doubt. These are not personal failings. They're universal human experiences. The practice is learning to recognize them and work with them skillfully. So please, settle into your breathing. Notice as you're sitting here if there's any quality of wanting the meditation to be different, of wanting to feel calm, of wanting discomfort to stop. Just notice wanting or desire. In its extreme form, it's called lust, grasping. Of course, without wanting, we would die. So this isn't an attempt to get rid of being human. It's the practice of not being totally addicted to or compulsively acting out on desire. Of course, we use breathing in and breathing out, rising, rising, falling, falling, as our home base when we can. But you may well discover that the mind is somewhat obsessed with pleasure, with wanting, with creating a future that has satisfaction in it. And what to do then? It doesn't help to start a war with it. Doesn't help at all. Instead, it's noticing the desire itself, the wanting. Notice wanting. Sometimes the mind gets involved in fantasies of some future event, a vacation, or being with someone you really want to be with, or hearing some music you really want to listen to. Desire, wanting, come home. Come home to breathing in and breathing out. And the opposite of desire, of wanting, in a way it's the other side of the coin, is pushing away. The mind pushes away. It doesn't like it. It pushes away sounds, sensations, emotions, thoughts you don't want. And the experience is one of hatred. This shouldn't be like this. This person shouldn't be like that. The news shouldn't be like this. My partner shouldn't be like that. And so when you notice the mind wandering, come home to in-breathing and out-breathing. Notice this waking up in the middle of the trance and, with great kindness and gentleness, come home. Come home to this in-breathing. Not some idea of it, not an imagination, not a picture, but the sensations. And then also adding into your repertoire, if the mind is busy wanting, notice that. If it's busy not wanting, disliking, pushing away, suffering, notice that. Wanting can make us impatient. Disliking or aversion can contribute to impatience. Breathing in and knowing it. Breathing out and knowing it. Rising, falling. And noticing when the mind is lost, consumed in wanting, lost, consumed in not wanting, wanting not. And so, dear Dharma friend, please, let's take just a few moments to remember the great love mantra. I love you, with your name at the end. It's so simple. I love you, with your name at the end. And it's not, I love you with the great fully developed person you're going to be in 5 years, or I love you when you're patient and loving and kind and creative. It's, I love you really exactly as you are right now. Flawed. I love you. And maybe think of some different moments in your life. I love you. Notice this might get easier over time as you could imagine that there's all kinds of imaginings. You could imagine a golden door in your heart through which all the love in the universe pours. And you could have any archetypal chosen ideal. Could be the Buddha, could be Jesus, could be Mary. Imagine your body filled with love. I love you. And now, noticing the pressure of your body on the chair. Notice the aliveness in your hands. You could think about loving your hands. Imagine loving your hands. Not a bad idea. Noticing the life in your throat, in your cheeks, in your eyes, your forehead. And ever so delicately, ever so gently, form the intention to allow your eyes to open, and then let them open. It takes effort. Notice the pulling back of the eyelids. And then there's the mystery of seeing. Seeing. Which, of course, you can carry with you throughout your day. I hope you have a wonderful time in your practice this week. Every time. Even when it's sometimes difficult with wanting and not wanting. Hearing. May all beings everywhere share in the merits of our practice. Our friends, our relatives, our brothers and sisters of the air, the earth, and the waters. In fact, truly all of us. Maybe it's true that we are all interwoven into each other's lives, that we're all one part of a great living organism that we call the earth. Thank you, my friends. See you soon.